Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving deep into the world of Simone Weil, one of the most fascinating and complex thinkers of the 20th century. If you've never heard of her, get ready to be amazed. Simone Weil was a philosopher, a mystic, a political activist, a truly unique voice who grappled with some of life's biggest questions. Why is there suffering? How do we find meaning? How can we create a more just world? Simone Weil wasn't just an armchair philosopher. She lived her ideas. She worked in factories to understand the plight of the working class. She even joined the fight against fascism in the Spanish Civil War, despite her fragile health. This woman was committed to social justice and understanding the human condition in all its beauty and its pain. Weil's writing is powerful, challenging, and deeply spiritual. She explored ideas like affliction, that deep suffering that can break us down. But she also saw it as a potential path to something more, to a kind of spiritual awakening. She talked about decreation, letting go of our ego, and she emphasized the power of attention, truly paying attention to the world and to each other, as a form of love. She wrote about important topics of her time, such as the uprootedness in modern society and the need for the individual to have a strong sense of belonging. Simone Weil's life was tragically cut short at the age of 34, but the ideas she left behind continue to resonate today. Whether you're interested in philosophy, spirituality, social justice, or just the big questions of life, Simone Weil has something profound to offer. So, get ready to explore some of Simone Weil's most powerful quotes and discover why she remains such an important and inspiring figure. Let's get started. Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity.
In other words, true attention, a focused and selfless awareness of another, is a precious gift that goes beyond material generosity.
The afflicted are not listened to. They are like someone whose tongue has been cut out and who occasionally forgets the fact. When they move their lips, no ear perceives any sound.
Meaning, those who suffer deeply are often ignored or misunderstood, their pain rendered invisible to others.
The world is the closed door. It is a barrier, and at the same time, it is the way through. Two prisoners whose cells adjoin communicate with each other by knocking on the wall. The wall is the thing which separates them, but it is also their means of communication. Every separation is a link.
Weil suggests the material world is both an obstacle to spiritual understanding and the very medium through which we can achieve it. Like prisoners communicating through a shared wall, our perceived isolation in the world is paradoxically the connection point to something larger.
Money destroys human roots wherever it is able to penetrate by turning desire for gain into the sole motive.
Weil's understanding that the relentless pursuit of wealth undermines traditional values and community bonds.
God could only create by hiding himself, otherwise there would be nothing but himself.
Meaning, for a world separate from God to exist, God had to withdraw or limit his presence, a concept related to her idea of decreation.
To be rooted is perhaps the most important and least recognized need of the human soul.
Simone Weil's quote suggests that having a deep connection to a community, culture, or place is a fundamental human need, just like food or water. However, this need for belonging and rootedness is often overlooked or ignored in modern society. Essentially, she argues that feeling connected and grounded is crucial for our well-being, yet it is something we frequently fail to acknowledge or nurture.
Imaginary evil is romantic and varied. Real evil is gloomy, monotonous, barren, boring. Imaginary good is boring. Real good is always new, marvelous, intoxicating.
Weil is contrasting our perceptions of good and evil with their actual nature. She suggests that we often romanticize evil in our imaginations, making it seem exciting and diverse. In reality, true evil is dull and destructive. Conversely, we often perceive goodness as uninteresting in our fantasies, but experiencing true goodness is actually vibrant, ever-changing and fulfilling.
If you want to know what a man is really like, take notice of how he acts when he loses money.
Weil's quote proposes that a person's true character is revealed when they face financial hardship. The way someone behaves under the stress of losing money exposes their core values, resilience, and emotional maturity. Essentially, it's a test of character that strips away pretense and reveals their genuine nature.
Human beings are so made that the ones who do the crushing feel nothing. It is the person crushed who feels what is happening. Unless one has placed oneself on the side of the oppressed, to feel with them, one cannot understand.
Weil's quote highlights the inherent disconnect between the oppressor and the oppressed. She argues that those who inflict suffering often remain detached and unaware of its true impact, while the victims feel the full weight of the pain. True understanding, according to Weil, can only be achieved by empathizing with and standing alongside those who are suffering.
At the center of the human heart is the longing for an absolute good, a longing which is always there and is never appeased by any object in this world.
Weil argues that deep within every person is a fundamental desire for something perfect and truly fulfilling, an absolute good. This inherent longing is a constant presence in our hearts. She suggests that no earthly possession, experience, or relationship can ever fully satisfy this deep-seated yearning, as it's a desire for something beyond the material world.
For when two beings who are not friends are near each other, there is no meeting, and when friends are far apart, there is no separation.
Weil highlights the true nature of connection and friendship. She suggests that physical proximity doesn't guarantee a genuine bond. Two people can be near each other, yet remain emotionally distant. Conversely, true friends maintain a deep connection even when separated by distance, implying that the bond transcends physical space.
The destruction of the past is perhaps the greatest of all crimes.
Weil is stating that erasing or obliterating history is an incredibly severe offence. She suggests that the past, with its knowledge, traditions and lessons, is invaluable, and that destroying it does irreparable damage to society and future generations. Essentially, she sees our connection to the past as crucial, and its loss as a profound crime against humanity.
We have to endure the discordance between imagination and fact. It is better to say, I am suffering, than to say, this landscape is ugly.
While advocates for honest self-awareness over projecting our internal pain onto the external world, instead of blaming our surroundings or finding fault with things outside us, we should acknowledge our own suffering directly. It's a call to face our inner reality rather than using the world as a scapegoat for our emotional state.
Simone Weil's words are a powerful reminder to pay attention, to ourselves, to each other, and to the world around us. Her ideas on suffering, justice, spirituality, and the human condition continue to challenge and inspire us today. As we reflect on her wisdom, let's consider how we can apply these insights to our own lives and strive to build a more compassionate and meaningful world. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Simone Weil's quotes? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on philosophy and the big questions of life.